Hello guys, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Blessing. If it's your first time stopping by, you're definitely welcome. So in this video I'm going to be doing a halo eyeshadow tutorial which I haven't done before, plus my face bit. And if you'd like to see it, then just keep watching. But please, if you haven't subscribed, make sure to subscribe. And without further ado, let's just start this tutorial. So I started off by priming my face, and I'm using the Girl Pro Prep High Definition Primer, and I'm just blending that in with my hand. So for foundation, I'm using the Milani 2-in-1 foundation, and I'm in the shade Spiced Almond. And now I'm just blending it in using my beauty sponge. So now I'm going to conceal, and I'm using my Girl Pro Concealer in the shade Fawn, and I'm just applying that directly under my eyes, the bridge of my nose, my forehead, my chin, all the areas of my face where I want to brighten up. And then I'm blending it in using my beauty sponge. So now I'm going back in with my Maybelline Fit Me concealer, and I think I'm in the shade 03. I can't really remember, but anyway, this one is like 2 shades lighter than my skin tone. So I'm using that under my eye, and I'm also using it to prep my eyelid for my eyeshadow. Now to set, I'm using my Sacha Buttercup setting powder, and I'm just going to set the areas where I applied that concealer. So now I'm going to contour using my Black Radiance Stick Concealer. Yeah, it's a stick concealer, and I'm in the shade 8003. Yeah, I'm just going to apply that on my cheekbone, my forehead, my nose, just to make my face look pointed, or should I say chiseled. Anyhow, I'm sure contouring. And now I'm blending it using the same beauty sponge. So now to set my contour, I'm using that Maybelline New York pressed powder. It's darker than my skin tone, so I use it to set my contour, which is what I'm doing right now. So now I applied some powder under my eyes so that the powder can catch any fallouts from my eyeshadow. So for my eyeshadow, I'm using this Nubian 2 eyeshadow palette, and I'm going in with that orange. It's called Morocco. I'll be using that as my transition shade, and I'm just blending it in with a kind of a big fluffy eyeshadow brush. Yeah, that music. Ooh. So now I'm just doing more blending and blending and blending. Just keep blending until it looks the way you want it. Now I went into that shade, I think it's called Jezebel. Now I'm applying that on the outer corner of my eyes and into my inner tear duct, and then I'm just extending it from the outer corner into my inner corner, but I'm concentrating it more on my outer and inner corner. Now I'm going into this shade. This one is called Kenya. It's like a dark brown, but not that dark. And I'm just applying that on the outer and inner corner of my eyes, just to add some more depth. And now I'm just feeling myself. Come on, I mean, tell me I don't look like a baby girl. Anyways, I went back in using my Flawless Ivy concealer, and I'm using that to, like, I won't call it a cut crease, I'm just using it to clean or define the area where I want to put my lid color. And also I'm using that eyeshadow no, concealer, and I'm using that just so my eyeshadow would have something to stick onto, and also it would help my eyeshadow to pop. So now I'm using this shade. This one is called Zuri, and I'm just applying that directly on that the concealer I applied earlier. And now I'm just blending it in. Now I'm going back in with those two shades I used earlier, the Jezebel and Kenya, and I'm just applying them like very close to the halo eye, just to blend it into the halo eye, so it doesn't look like the halo is just standing on its own and the other shadows are on their own. So I'm just trying to blend them all in together. Now to comb my lashes, I'm using my Zaron mascara. This is like the best mascara I've ever used. Now I'm just dusting off the excess powder on my face. So now on my waterline, I'm going to be applying that gold shade. I'm applying that on the outer part of my waterline, and with the silver, I'm applying the silver in the inner corners of my waterline, and that's it. And for blush, I'm using my Sleek blush. I'm sorry, I don't remember what shade it is. I would try and put it in the description box down below. Now I'm just lining my lips with the best brown lip liner I've seen. Guys, I know it's short, don't judge. I've been looking for it. I've not been able to get a replacement for this one. So you guys are going to have to bear with me, because you're going to see me use it for almost every video as long as it's remaining. Anyway, I'm using it to line my lips. So for my lipstick, I'm using the Zekel nude lip stain. This one is in the shade Naked. Guys, if you're among the gang that uses concealer on the lips as lipstick, guys, I got you covered. You see this lipstick? I mean, you said, look at it. It looks like when you use LA Girl Pro concealer in the shade Fawn with a brown lip liner. That's just exactly what it looks like. Anyway, that's what I applied on my lips. And yeah, as much as I really wanted to use gloss, I decided I'm going to try not to use gloss this time. Anyway, to set the rest of my face, I'm using this Hello Girl Oil Control Compact powder palette. So to set my face, I'm using the Mario Badescu facial skincare skincare spray, and I'm just letting that dry. So for my glow, I'm going to be using this highlighter by Laura Slean. I don't know if it's Roller I don't know if it's Laura Slean or Laura Clean. Anyway, that's the highlighter I'm using. I like the way it is. It suits dark skin like really well. And I'm just applying that on my cheekbone, my nose, my cupid bow,